Imagine this. You're sitting on a portfolio of altcoins that could explode 10 times or more in the coming months, turning a modest investment into life-changing wealth. But is the timing right? Is Altseason finally here in 2026? Welcome to Generational Wealth, your pathway from knowledge to legacy. Today we're tackling one of the most buzzing questions in the crypto space. Is Altseason imminent this year? If you're holding coins like Solana, Cardano, or Ripple, or even if you're just curious about the market's next big move, this deep dive will equip you with the insights to navigate what's coming. We'll explore the history, the current data, and expert predictions to see if 2026 is the year alts take center stage. Let's break it down calmly and confidently. First off, let's define Altseason for anyone new here. It's that electrifying phase when altcoins, everything outside of Bitcoin, outperform Bitcoin by leaps and bounds. Capital flows from the safety of Bitcoin into these higher-risk assets, leading to massive gains. Looking back, in 2017, alts surged an average of 83 times from their lows. And in 2021, some hit up to 157 times. These weren't flukes. They came after Bitcoin's dominance peaked and started to fall, giving alts room to breathe and boom. Now, in January 2026, Bitcoin dominance is steady around 59%, not yet cracking but showing signs of strain. For a real all-season to kick off, experts suggest it needs to dip below 57% and stay there. It's currently bumping against major resistance levels. Much like it did in 2017 and 2021, right before dominance dropped and alts rallied hard, the altcoin season index is lingering near 37, indicating market fear. But that's often the calm before the storm. And the fear and greed index, it's at 32, signaling caution, which has historically been a bottom signal leading into big moves. Shifting to liquidity, because that's the rocket fuel for any bull market. The US M2 money supply grew 4.27% year over year to about $22.3 trillion in November 2025, just a hair below GDP growth at 5.71%. On a global scale, it's sitting at $98 trillion and edging upward. Central banks are easing policies once more, with projections pushing M2 to around $22.5 trillion by mid-26. Every significant alt season in history lined up with these liquidity expansions. So if global flows pick up as expected, 2026 could deliver the surge that propels alts skyward. Experts are weighing in, and while opinions vary, the overall vibe is optimistic. Crypto analyst Jesse Eckel describes 2026 as the bull run, an alt season that everyone anticipated for 2025. He sees Bitcoin climbing to $250,000, putting an end to the old 4-year cycle narrative. That viral 4chan predictor, you're calling for Bitcoin at 250,000, Ethereum at 20,000, and Solana at 1,500 by year's end. Mudrex lays out timelines: an early 2026 rotation if Bitcoin levels off, or mid-year if broader economic factors push it back. Over on X, the chatter is intense. One thread argues that alt season in 2026 is on the horizon, but it won't mirror past cycles due to quicker capital shifts and story-driven momentum. Another highlights the others to Bitcoin ratio breaking out, just as it did in 2017 and 2021. Of course, not everyone's convinced. Some Reddit discussions push back, saying we might not get a widespread alt season, but rather a utilization season focused on coins with genuine real-world value. Focusing on those standout alts like Solana, Cardano, and Ripple, Solana's ecosystem is thriving with DeFi and gaming integrations, currently trading around $142. But forecasts range from $150 to $1,500 in a full supercycle. Cardano feels undervalued at about 50 cents, backed by solid staking and smart contract features. Predictions put it between $1 and $6 if adoption accelerates. Ripple, at around $1.95, is seeing real on-chain activity spikes, and with clearer regulations, it's set for big plays in cross-border payments. Analysts see it hitting $3 to $6. In a true alt season, these could multiply tenfold or beyond, drawing from past performance patterns. These estimates come from various analysts. Remember, they're informed guesses, not certainties. But is it truly imminent? We're not there just yet. This feels like accumulation territory. With November 2025 through February 2026 being ideal for building positions, potentially igniting in mid-March. On the flip side, risks abound. Bitcoin might maintain its grip if liquidity remains constrained or if economic headwinds intensify. The classic 4-year cycle could be obsolete thanks to ETFs, possibly squeezing the alt action into a briefer, more explosive phase. Still, on-chain metrics show developer buzz and real-world asset integrations, picking up steam, laying a strong groundwork quietly. Wrapping this up, the indicators point to yes, Altseason looks set for 2026. But it'll be picky, driven by strong narratives rather than a universal lift. Get in early, exercise patience, and avoid the FOMO traps. If Bitcoin dominance fractures and liquidity pours in, alts like Solana, Cardano, and Ripple could spearhead the surge after Bitcoin's peak. What's your take? Are you bullish or cautious? Share in the comments below, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more insights. We do a crypto news video every morning and a deep dive every afternoon. Let us know in the comments any subjects you'd like us to cover. Quick disclaimer, I'm not a licensed financial advisor. This is for educational purposes only and not financial or investment advice. Crypto is volatile. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Do your own research.